We're getting closer to the peak of hurricane season, and at the same time, we're still trying to rebuild from Ian. Welcome back. I'm Russ McCaskey.
And I'm Nicole Gabe. Our Wink Investigates team has been working every angle of the recovery, from insurance to the charity dollars to even evacuation procedures. And we thought it would be helpful to look at some of the lessons that we have learned over time. Wink News anchor Chris Safati helps you understand what our team has investigated and ways that we can better prepare for the next big storm.
Well, first of all, we all know that Southwest Florida is incredibly strong.
And did we ever have to be? Ian was a disaster.
You cannot over-prepare.
Our investigators, experienced journalists, now with Ian under their belts, tracking the damage, the recovery, and following the money.
Right.
People are interested in where it came from, where it's going. Do they need it more or less than other people? How is it being used?
Yeah.
There's a lot of options.
People want to know that the dollar that they spent to donate to go to a family is actually going to their family.
Right. So I've learned a lot through that process.
And it is a process trying to get answers. We'll start with Kelly Miller's reporting on all the money that's supposed to be helping us recover.
I think the Wink News viewers have even sent in emails to the investigative team, to me personally, saying, I would like to have an update on where that extra chunk of money that fund received has gone.
From government money to people's donations, following it down to the dollar is taking time, but there are answers coming.
Right now, the United Way nonprofit organization, which oversees the Southwest Florida Emergency Relief Fund, is completing their 2022 audit. And they should have some results in the coming months, so we can get a much more specific idea of which nonprofits, organizations, first responder groups are receiving a portion of the money.
On the topic of money,
I think what we've learned is the insurance crisis might be different than what we thought it was.
consumer investigator Andriana Shepard has spent a lot of time tracking insurance payments, the lack of them, and even the insurance check that bounced.
The bank sent me insufficient funds notice and said that you owe us $10 because the check bounced.
That's right. She said the check for more than $28,000 bounced.
Andriana's seen the roof damage and the emotional damage the insurance fight is leaving behind.
There were a lot of talking points that insurance companies were struggling because of high litigation, high reinsurance, so their own insurance for their own insurance companies. Maybe we wouldn't have litigation issues on the insurance side if maybe we just paid out the claim according to their policy. Then they wouldn't have to hire that lawyer and you wouldn't have to necessarily pay for their lawyer fees.
Some things you can do. If Ian didn't hit you hard, ask your insurance agent if your company did well paying other claims. Make sure you know what your policy covers and doesn't, and make sure you have contents coverage on all of your policies, including flood. And I'll throw in a lesson I learned the hard way.
When we tell people to always take pictures and videos of their stuff, I had all these narrated videos. My insurance company didn't accept videos.
So take both pictures and videos and get the labels and serial numbers in them. And once you've prepared yourself and your house,
Yeah, you can't over-prepare.
Yeah.
prepare to evacuate if you need to, and do it well before you have to.
The other thing that I observed after the storm, as I mentioned earlier, was I talked with dozens of people that said, I had no clue how bad it was going to be.
Peter Fleischer's reporting took concerns from people like John Thomas of Island Park.
I didn't see any presence of any police or anybody coming through and notifying us to get out.
To the people who tell you when it's officially time to go. But
The county can't force you to leave. Your HOA can't force you to leave. So the responsibility, while it is on them to effectively give you information, you have to seek that information out sometimes.
All right, so with hurricane season building to its peak, we here at Wink are here to help you with that. Should anything threaten us, we will be here with you every minute. And if you still need to get ready, the Wink Hurricane Guide is available at every public store right here in Southwest Florida. It's also on our website. That's winknews.com.